Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Guys, you are absolutely not prepared. Not prepared for what we will say in the video, but also not prepared to the Mercato that Juventus is trying to do. I underline the word trying because we don't know if we will succeed or not, but it was already in the air. It's absolutely not a casualty that Mercato is crazy song was released this summer and not last summer. Mercato is crazy, that's what Juventus is trying to do, because apparently we already have a yes from a player. I'm not speaking about Lukaku to Inter, even if we will have to spend a bit of time to Lukaku, Paulo, Dybala, but we will have to focus on other players. Paul Pogba, Di Maria, who already said yes to Juventus. Some players that will leave Juventus so that we make space for new players. Remain on the channel. I want really a maximum of likes. We can go over the 500 likes. This is a must. 500 likes at least. Reaching the 600 would be beautiful. Subscribe to the channel. We start after the intro. Guys, before speaking about the big news and the fact that you are absolutely not ready for what Juventus is trying to do, let's speak about Inter, because for the 12th consecutive day, Inter is taking 75% of the front page of Gazzetta dello Sport. Inter mi sei mancato, Lukaku è tornato. Lukaku came back, Inter I missed you. Apparently these are the words of Lukaku. Remember in January when he was releasing that video disrespecting the Chelsea fans, disrespecting the Chelsea club, he is back. Apparently that was officialized not by Inter on their channels yet, but from everyone. Gianluca Di Marzio, by Fabrizio Romano, who's saying that he will return to Inter. Here we go, and confirmed. Hey, here we go, it means everything. Full agreement now signed and on loan deal until 23, 8 million loan fee plus add-ons. What a disaster negotiation from Chelsea. We have to say that Inter, if really they need Lukaku, they made a masterclass. After selling them for 120 million to Chelsea, they will take him on loan without obligation to buy, without option to buy, so it's really a dry loan for 1 year for 8 million euro. I'm asking myself, who loaned the player? Is it Inter from Chelsea, or was it Chelsea that loaned Lukaku for 1 year? Big questions there. What about Dybala? Dybala is waiting for Beppe. Not me. He's not waiting for Beppe Bognanni, GJustjuve. He's waiting for Marotta. By the way, he's probably also waiting for me, because today, a bit later, I will record my opinion, my vision about Paulo Dybala for the first time. I will not do it on my channel, I will do it on the channel of Rabona TV, on Adrian's channel. Guys, I really recommend you to follow his channel, because he's the GOAT of football YouTube. Is really great. We will speak about two big questions: why he left Juventus, what happened, and then the second part is how will he be remembered by the Juve fans. In the meanwhile, Corriere dello Sport, they are choosing another narrative. Instead of praising Lukaku and Inter like Gazzetta dello Sport was doing, they're actually putting a question mark about Lukaku. Did they really need him? Lukaku non ti serve. Lukaku will not be useful for Inter. This is actually the big statement by Branchini, that was actually saying that they already have Lukaku. We need to go for players like Abraham and not go back of old players like Lukaku. They are speaking about two different teams in Tuttosport about Inter. The first one in a 3-5-2 with Lautaro Martinez next to Lukaku. It's really sad to see that the player like Paulo Dybala has been put in the second team, in the sub team in a 3-5-2 next to Correa or Dzeko that is linked also with Juventus. Guys, it is what it is. Dybala at the moment has really problems to find a team. Some sources are saying that the deal with Inter is about to collapse. Other people are saying that Dybala to Inter can be, and he's already reassured, and he will be an Inter player. I'm really curious about your comments. Where will Paulo Dybala go? Enough speaking about Inter, Lukaku, Dybala. Who cares at the end? Yes, they will be our competitors. On paper, they will be stronger, but we know that when they are stronger on paper, then they collapse. So hopefully they can go on paper with the strongest team, and then they collapse. One that wants to be the strongest team, not only on the papers, but also and especially on the field, and probably needs to, is Juventus. Juventus that is waiting for Dybala. I'm not speaking about Juventus, the club. I'm speaking about the fans. We are waiting for the final yes of Paul, Pogba and Di Maria, but apparently Juventus already received the yes. These are the rumors. It's not officialized yet. It's not guaranteed, but the rumors are all going towards optimism of Juventus. But some rumors, like Luca Monblano yesterday at 1:46 in the morning AM, he was saying Juventus received a final yes of Di Maria. Can we consider him a Juve player? I already consider him a Juve player. Then tomorrow everything can happen. There is Di Maria as a first Juve player next to Paul Pogba. What a team are we building? They are also insisting more and more about Zaniolo to Juventus and Kostic also, because Di Maria could free up Kostic. Guys, 4 new players for Juventus without starting the Mercato yet. Of course, we need to announce them. Everything can happen. But can you imagine Pogba, Di Maria, these instant players that are really great and ready to start giving Juventus immediately? Kostic on the left, a player that will have a lot of motivation to show that he can compete on high level. The return of Chiesa. Imagine even having a Zaniolo as a mezzala box to box on the right that can play different roles. Mamma mia, what a Juve. And we are not even talking about the center backs. We are not even talking about the wings. It can be a spectacular, crazy Mercato. We continue with Tutto Sport that is speaking about Pogba. Arriva prima. Pogba, Paul Pogba left USA, left Miami where he was on holiday. And he took the plane not to arrive in Torino, but is now in his home country, Guinea. He's there, and yesterday he was actually welcomed by a lot of people, local people. He was welcomed like a king. I can't wait to see same kind of images when he will arrive in Torino, because that would be beautiful. When will he arrive? Tutto Sport is saying he will arrive probably a bit before July, because everyone was saying that they will be announced in July. Can it be that this week is the week of Pogba? If I have €1, I will put it on Di Maria or Pogba announced or at least arriving in Torino for a J Medical this week. We continue, my friends. We continue with now the people that could leave, and thank you to Pirlo that is not playing for Juve anymore. He's not coaching Juve anymore, but he's still doing some assists to Juve. What a king of assists, Pirlo. You remember the first assist for Lichtsteiner. This time he's not doing an assist on the field, but extra and off the field, because he's really a fan and really interested in Ramsey. Pay attention. Ramsey that is negotiating a bonus to leave Juventus definitely, and maybe going to the team of Andrea Pirlo. Grande Pirlo, the GOAT. Pirlo is the GOAT. You were right, my friends. Mohamed El Shahali is recapping a few other non-major players, but people that can leave. Ramsey, we already spoke about him, but also Pellegrini. Strong interest by Premier League and West Ham. He could go there. The value is around 10 or 12 millions. That could be a really beautiful to cash in for Juventus. Pellegrini leaving, reporting by Fabiano Della Valle. Allegri also gave his green light to actually find a team for Moiskin. That is not part of the project anymore, but it will be really difficult, because at the moment not a lot of people are interested in Moiskin, especially because the value of the player is quite high in the books of Juve, and you need to find an acquirer. Quite difficult. Not only them, because then you have bigger names like Adrien Rabiot. Tuchel is calling Adrien Rabiot. He wants to take him at Chelsea. We already spoke about that yesterday, 2 days ago. Chelsea and Tuchel that trained him at Paris Saint-Germain, even if he was not able to play because he was punished. He's really interested in him. It will be a battle. Manchester United and Chelsea, let them battle and bring us the most money out of it. Miretti, yesterday there were some rumors about Miretti going on loan to Monza. According to what I know, according to what I heard, it will not be Miretti that will leave. The one that is on the market is Rovella. Miretti should stay at Juventus. Then, of course, if you are bringing 3, 4 or 2, 3 new midfielders on top of the one that we have, it can be that 2 players can leave, like Rovella and maybe even Miretti. Miretti on loan to Monza. At the moment, I think that Miretti will stay at Juve. But let's follow that up, because the guy yesterday did a really beautiful assist for Italy versus Slovakia. They won 1-0 and they are are about to qualify for the World Cup of the Under-19. Let's see. Mandragora, Juventus, you know that we became a lot harder in negotiation. We are not saying yes to everyone like Beppe Marotta was doing at the time. Mandragora, at the moment, no agreement with Torino. Firenze, Fiorentina is really interested in the player. In Rolando, pay attention what will happen there. But first of all, there will be again new negotiation with Torino, and Torino will need to give Juventus what they want, so a few millions, otherwise no, and then it could potentially go to Fiorentina. One thing is really beautiful there, Juventus is not just accepting and giving what the other teams are asking, they are doing really harsh business. I like that, I really like that. Speaking about the last one, about Milan, the euphoria, the really joy to win the Scudetto is already gone because they have some problems. Yes, Maldini will be renewed, but with a really limited budget. He can't do whatever he wants. They have to sacrifice some targets they had, like maybe sacrificing Botman in the defense, believing a bit more in Kalulu, and then going for the player that they really want. I told you, Charles de Ketelaere. Guys, the euphoria of Milan is not there anymore. They are not happy anymore. At the moment, it's Milan out because they are angry. They had some dreams about opening a cycle for the next 10 years. Hey, they will have to think again about it, because it's not really sure that Milan will be able to compete if we know what Inter is doing in terms of Mercato and maybe what Juventus will do. Pay attention. I hope you enjoyed the shorter video today, less than 11 minutes, a record. Put a maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel, and grazie, forza, Juve.